joke, this ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55, what's goody? Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The other shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Sean, Dawson. And you know that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the street, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
And welcome everybody to another edition of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wahman. Yeah, it was a chilly day out there for Cardination. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Appreciate you all joining in with us. We'll give you all a little time to kick your feet up and settle in. I'm gonna try to let Higgy back in here. If he kicks himself out again, then he's fired. I think that's fair. And I can't even. We got the top of Sam's head and the bottom of Higgy's face. What's up, Kev? What's up? Yeah, it was Destiny, Jeremy, for sure. So, all right, we can see y'all. All right, great day today. We're going to talk all about it. Coming to you live from the Fitness Market Studios North, which I'm starting to think may be the permanent site for the podcast until we can either get into a new house or find somebody to come out here and renovate the basement, the studio that is. But coming to you live from the Fitness Market Studios North, this is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wahman. I'm sitting here chilling today with the notorious Hig.
Hello, everybody from the great Whataburger State.
Why do I keep letting him on the show? I'm sorry,
I
Sam.
don't know. You're a sucker for punishment, man.
No. See, I try to even be nice and introduce him first since he was on time and you wasn't. And oh yeah, I'm throwing arrows everywhere. I'm throwing darts at everybody today. We're gonna have a good time today. Connor, absolutely. Andre, hey, what's going on, man? Kevin, no, not poor Higgy. He's the one that decided to move out of town and eat Whataburgers 7 days a week, which doesn't sound too bad when you put it like that. But anyway. Chat line is open. We will be answering all your messages. Shane Taylor, shush your mouth there for a minute. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that was a very interesting snafu this morning on Middays with Marcus Maybe. We'll touch on that in the second half of the show. Higgy's going to remind me about that because it's not on my current shot sheet, and I don't want to mess. Hey, what's up, Terry? Don't want to mess up the screen and everything, but again, chat line is open. You can see the ways to support the website monetarily right here underneath my finger. Don't know if it's the right direction or not, but it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and you can check the sites out. Hold on, you can check this. No, dang it! In the right hand corner, you can see where you can find us on all the social media platforms. Got to get this updated for Twitch. Twitch is the same as YouTube. Let's see. What? Absolutely. You know what? We'll get straight to the text line. I can get my shtick in anytime, Giggity. Any garden news, we'll talk about that. Kevin, Whataburger 7 days a week or 7 Whataburgers a day? I'll let him answer that. Andre, it's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm not trying to say it's the money in the bank cash in, but it's going to be an exciting season. Higgy bringing the beard back. Yeah, I saw that he's got a little hair underneath one of his necks there. Miss Jocelyn, what's up? Needed something to take my attention from the news. Prayers for Texas. Welcome home, Milt. It is and I'm glad you not glad it was brought up, but you all know this is a very troublesome time for me personally anyway, but with everything else going on in the world, it just makes me sadder and sadder to see this stuff. And it makes me It makes me mad because I'll be honest with you. This stuff should not be happening. And and this is how sad the state of affairs is. The shooter down there in Texas took his own life, is what I read. That could be wrong. It was from CNN, but said he took his own life, and so that just leads me to believe one thing, that he was Caucasian, because if it was any other nationality, the police would have took him out. And I'm tired, because that makes us. It makes us look at us as in Caucasians. I'm Caucasian. Higgy's Caucasian. Sam, I think, has a little bit, but no, I'm just kidding. But it makes us look bad, because it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't make us look bad. It does, but why is everybody not getting the same treatment? And that is we're going to talk about sports here, and we could talk about this at a later time, but it should be, and it's not been for a long time. You've had guys go shoot up churches and being taken to Burger King on the way to the jail. You've had other people just walking down the street and getting gunned down for no reason. So this has got to stop. And us because there definitely are two sides in America right now. It is the racist people of every because there are racist people in every race, and then there's the people which I would like to believe, like us, everybody that listens to the show, everybody here on the panel, who are not racist but see these things happening, and we're shaking our head. We don't know what we can do other than to continue to spread the love and be cool and be nice. And it's just, but regardless, I don't know what his name is. I see that I'm not really sure, but that's fine. But if that had been an African American gentleman, he would have been gunned down. And we can talk about this at the end. Look, Shane, you do want to listen to the shtick. My only issue is with the Brent Dawson tweet about not being cleared through NCAA. Are you attending the EYBL this weekend? I am going on Saturday. Yes, prayers for Texas. Welcome home, Milt. We'll get started with Milt. Connor, if you can refresh, I don't know the Brent Dawson tweet. He's probably just ignorant to the fact that the university hired him and not U of L basketball. John,
it's not Brent, too.
Thank you for making it. What'd you say, Higgles?
It's Brett, not Brent, if you're going to say it and stuff.
Oh, my God. Did you just correct somebody on the...
Okay, that's family. I'm not letting somebody talk about family.
Okay. But, Higgy, the other... one time I showed you the word Seoul, and you pronounce it Szechuan. So I'm not really sure that you have a dog in this fight. We need to bring that back. Sam, did you pronounce this?
Yes, love it.
Higgy,
love every minute of it.
I know your wife loved it because she supplied most of the words for us, but did you enjoy doing that?
Yes.
All right, we'll do that during the summer a little bit. But regardless, if that would... let me catch up through... Again, I all I know is that the shooting occurred. This is hatefulness. It's still. Let's get on. And lost my little cousin in the Marshall County school shooting. It's hands down. Kyler, I'm so sorry for your loss, and so sorry to hear that. It's senseless. It really is. And I know what they're going to scream. He was mentally ill, but if he was mentally ill, he shouldn't have had a gun. And I know even it's not that easy because he could always grab a family members. But again, let's talk about this another time. I'll get back on it in the middle of the week, and we won't do a Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. We'll just do we'll talk about some current events and issues and stuff because I don't want to be unsensitive. And Justin, I'm fine for losing followers for speaking the truth. I don't think, but that's the thing about it. I like to think that the fan base of the show and myself are all smart enough to know that there's no lies detected here. Hispanic or not, Jeremy is right. And what absolutely, you're taking your okay, Mike. Make sure you hit me up. I'm gonna be there early. I've got some stuff to take care of with the family this weekend. What's up, Scuba Steve, Tim? Okay, so we're caught up with the text line. So let's dig in. And Connor said, "Whatever, Higgy. So what was before we jump into the meat and potatoes, and before I wrap the beginning up, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate your time. What is the Brent Dawson tweet, Connor, that you're referring to? And I'm gonna promote something really quick, and then we'll jump back to that while I'm waiting on your response. But
I have the tweets in front of me here.
Okay, well, wait, you have the treats in front of you or the tweets?
The tweets.
Okay, I wasn't sure what you said there. All right, first off, was trying to get this guy on the show to promote this, but for some reason we're having some issues connecting. But Sydney Curry is having a meet and greet, autograph poster signing, 4:30, May the 25th. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4:30 at 921 Baxter Avenue. He says he will be signing autographs and posters and basketballs. He'll sign the basketballs if you bring them in, or if you purchase them. I think he'll have some for sale there. But go out and support the young bull, man. He's been grinding. He's been working hard. Yeah, and I did see what you said, Antron. I appreciate that. We'll get into that at the end of the show. I want to have some happy. Let's get the happiness first. Tom Jeffries, greetings from the 21st District Softball Finals. Tell me who is playing in the 21st District Softball Finals. I'm sure it's Holy Cross and somebody. Robbie Doe, what an impressive staff. All right, so let's jump into the impressive staff, because it is an impressive staff, and it is the staff that if you have followed the show, then you have known the staff for quite a while. There's only one guy in Danny Manning that was that I had heard all my contacts, and some of them on the staff never, like, that guy was out of left field. That was not a hire that anybody saw coming. But if you follow the show or my Twitter feed at Jeremy_CSZ, you've known these people for quite a while. We talked to you last week with Boo Brewer when I brought up the director of player development and alumni relations position had been open and closed, and how it would be nice if ICE came in and took the spot. And we've known this was happening for quite a while. Holy Cross and Fairdale, Iceman returns 9-0 Holy Cross. Holy crap. Yes, Reese Gaines will be staying on. He'll be doing video. It didn't really give a title in the press release. It said he would be moved to the video department, but when Kenny was talking in the presser, he said he would be in charge of like game planning and stuff. I bet the message boards are quiet about you tonight, Steve. They probably are, but I'm glad you mentioned it, because this morning, so our guy Ty Spalding had the kahunas to go ahead and put it out prior to U of L basketball putting it out. The only reason I haven't tweeted it out and only talked about it is because I was asked not to. So as soon as I seen that he put it out there and that he was likely going to take the fall or slack for whatever I'm just kidding, buddy. As soon as I saw that, I went to the staff directory, looked it up, and I put that out there. So there's this tough guy on Twitter who says something negative about me. He's like, this guy's putting out putting out Milt's email address. Never changed, Louisville fans. Didn't at me. One of my other buddies from the state of Louisville, Presley Meyer, commented and like laid into him, and I didn't even know that was about me. I thought because I didn't even notice that the email address was at the bottom until Presley told me it was about me, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, but that's how they do me. They will not say nothing because to my face, because they're wussies. That's it. That's it. How do people not know you have the best information? I won't say I have the best information, but I'll tell you this much. This is something I pride myself on. I'm not going to tell y'all something that I don't know is for sure. I think everybody who's close to me knows I hate being wrong. So I'm not going to put something out there purposely. You all saw it. I put the Devin Reese stuff out there, and that mysteriously got postponed, and then it was announced. I've been putting Milt out there for weeks. Postponed, then announced. If it hadn't have been for me being with Nolan in Orlando, that announcement probably would have been postponed. But it is what it is. Well, no, Connor, Ennis did tweet about Ty, and he didn't add him because Ty has him blocked, and he has Ty blocked. Director of video production. Thank you, Donna. Complete side note, Caleb Glenn will be a 5-star. I do not disagree with that. shame. But I won't say I have the best information because Ty has pretty good information. Rutherford has pretty good information. I shouldn't have done this because now I'm going to forget somebody, and then I'll be on the message board saying, "Oh, Jeremy's throwing shade on other people." Coffee, the state of Louisville guys, just everybody. Marcus and Steve, everybody. I don't want to forget anybody. But yeah, we all have pretty good information. They're all tough behind the keyboard. They're not moving their 45-year-old butts out of the mom's basement. Say it to your face. Yeah, and trust me, from somebody who is around that same age, I'm not in the basement at all. I'm on the main floor of the house, so I'll say something right to your face. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, they Connor, they have each other blocked because of some stuff that went on back in the day. I don't really know too much about it, so I don't want to speak on it. We'll leave it at that. Before the message board say, "Well, Jeremy was talking stuff about Mark and Ty tonight." No, I wasn't. Didn't do that. But anyway, we talked about this last week, and I even told you all as far back as February that Milt would be on the staff in some capacity. Glad this is finally over. I was starting to think they were purposely pushing announcements off because I was mentioning them on the air or on Twitter. Man, did this trigger the Big Baby Nation too. And shout out to my cousin Jonathan Williams, been a diehard fan for his whole life. I'm glad he was able to convert to Louisville just in the nick of time, so he doesn't have to be. That's going to be the name of this week's episode. It's going to be Big B *** Meltdown. Now, people are going to think that middle word's supposed to be B-I, but it's not. It's the other word that I don't say. I don't say it. Aaron Bradshaw to Louisville now. That is very interesting. So Terry, I'll get to that in a second. But no, I mean the Big Blue Meltdown, and thank you, Jonathan, for switching over just in time. This has got to put us in good shape with the New Jersey 3, which transitions to the next question. Aaron Bradshaw to Louisville. Now, look, I'll be completely transparent with you all. When I was told Milt was going to be the coach at the end of January, or Milt, when I was told KP was going to be the coach at the end of January, I asked DJ, Aaron, McKenzie, are they going to be Louisville bound? And I was told I was given a resounding yes. Obviously, as we know, McKenzie is soft. He is committed to Duke, but not signed. So I'm not. You got to think that this secures the DJ commitment. So Marcus is in heaven for sure. For sure. Let me get back to where we were. The question: Aaron Bradshaw, is that going to be underneath the overlay? Okay, Aaron Bradshaw to Louisville now. So it's going to be one or two things, in my opinion. Talked that before. Jeremy said, my opinion, it's either going to be DJ, Aaron, and McKenzie, all three in Louisville, or McKenzie's going to sign with Duke, Aaron's going to sign with Kentucky, and DJ's going to sign with us. I do feel like there could be a power play made for Aaron now that we've got DJ. So the Kentucky contingent. Dang it! I cannot believe I said that.
Nope. Unbelievable.
I know, Sean. Well, Sean. Sorry, but I feel like they could be petty and offer him a lot more money than he deserves, or maybe he does deserve it, just to pull him away. So I think it's either going to be all three here, or it's going to be McKenzie, Duke, Aaron, Babucky, and DJ here at Louisville. So, do the UK fans preaching about the rules is comical at best? Yeah, they don't know them. They've been at me all day since I posted that screenshot, and I've just been ignoring them. Y'all would have been really proud of me. If I hadn't had other stuff going on, I probably would go at them, but I didn't feel like it. UK fans crack me up, Steve says, because they forgot that Cal hired Milt to get DeJuan at Memphis. Yeah. Andrew says, I hope it's our turn to start whooping up on Big Baby Nation. For sure. Miss Jocelyn says, yeah, the Smurfs are definitely going crazy. They are. I can't tell you how many of my family members down in shout out to Edmonson County again. Coach Johnson, he's always been a Louisville fan. The boys' head coach down there at Edmonson County. He has been a small fish in a big pond down there. But yeah, said that all like they had to almost cancel school today because they were no, that's not true. I was gonna say they were all under such emotional distress that they almost all signed out at the same time. So let's see. DJ Wagner's stepbrothers on UK's roster. You don't think they were trying to get in with DJ? I mean, maybe. But guess what? All right, repping the Ville 21 is going to correct it for me. I mean, y'all take the B with the asterisk behind it as you will. Take it as you will. It's supposed to be big, the color that rhymes with Rue, Meltdown, but I censor how I censor. Even Bomani Jones. Look, hey, I felt big time today for once. Jeff Goodman quote tweeted my picture of the staff directory and was like, man, this is so I felt big time for a half a second there. DJ AJ Johnson, Bradshaw, Glenn, Sheesh, yeah. What's up, Jimmy? What up? Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And then think if the rumors that I was told, if y'all remember when, and I've had a whole bunch of Duke fans hit me up today too, and it's like, you know what, Jeremy? We know we flamed you a couple months ago, but we're starting to believe you. And I think they've got 2 kids over there on that roster that aren't going to be on, that are going to be on our roster. And I think it's Caleb Foster, and I think it's Mackenzie Macabo, however you say his name. It's closer than Higgy would have got. Higgy, look up that kid's name and tell me how you would have pronounced it.
Mackenzie Macabo.
No, you just heard me say it. DJ is going to have his head on UPS plane. Maybe. Trevor, you try to slip me up. You're fired now. My nephew Jalen is graduating from 8th grade tomorrow, heading to firm. Yeah. Absolutely. I know Ellis and Parent have been busting. I know I used to talk to them both daily. I called Parent about 5 minutes before the show started to see if he wanted to come on here tonight with us and chat for a little bit. And he said he was exhausted, to give him a little bit more notice next time. And I was like, well, I didn't know that my whole crew was going to wait till 7:28 to jump in on the show. However, but Jeff Goodman follows you on Twitter. Well, I know Jeremy Wyman's about to unfollow you on Twitter. How about that? But congratulations to Jalen. There's we got a lot of really good. I've got a niece that's graduating high school Thursday, and one graduating the 8th grade Wednesday or Thursday as well. She goes to Cameron, so fun. But yeah, Connor, I'm about to unfollow you. I'm glad you brought the news to Goodman. I know, man. It was just like I was looking through my mentions, and it was like, oh wow, that's Jeff. That's big time. Steve, what's up, Jeremy, Sam, and Higgy? What a wonderful time to be a Cards fan. Iceman is back in Cardinal red, and hopefully DJ. I'll be honest with you. If we get Milt and they still get DJ, you can't do nothing but laugh at that. I mean, it's going to sting initially. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. But if we hire Milt, and who knows, maybe that's opening up a future pipeline other places as well too. But if we got Milt and they got DJ still, I would have to chuckle at that after being angry. 55, how do we get tickets to the EYBL? There is, okay, so first off, you can get them at the door. I do know that for sure. And somebody earlier sent, and let me grab this since, it's a live show, pal, as Bobby the Brain Heenan said.
But
where is do you have that information, Sam?
No, I don't. Not on me.
Okay, let's see.
I'm trying
to
do
that. Really quick. So I put up a post on Twitter before we started the show saying, hey, people that have adopted, please let me know what, basically where you went through. And I had a couple people hit me up and said, do you mean dogs or kids? And I thought it might have been Higgy that sent me that message. I was like, what?
I have a tweet. I'm going to tweet out here with the link to the tickets.
Okay, so Higgy's on. All right, Higgy, thank you for doing that. I cannot multitask. Let's see. Okay.
And I'll take you right to it. There's a couple day pass. There's a weekend pass for $60, a Saturday only pass for $25, Sunday only pass for $25, and Monday for $20. So
and it's going to be expensive. I mean, it's not for me because I'm credentialed. I got me and Steve Rummage on the list, as Chris Jericho would say. And the guy putting it together told me a couple weeks ago. He said, I think Louisville fans are going to be upset at the prices. It was much cheaper in Orlando. I will say that without starting anything. But This is a once in a lifetime experience, possibly. You don't know if it's ever going to come back to Louisville. So, I brought L's up. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Kara George, I agree with you. It is looking pretty strong. It's looking stronger than Higgy's underarm odor. Gosh, man. It's supposed to be coming about Tyrese Hunter about the end of the week. That'd be good. Any worry that Foster won't want to compete with DJ? Oh, I don't know. Too close to go. Iceman has been hired. Yes. They better be scared. You're correct. How many more spots will KP fill in June? Coaching or
players? I think at least 2.
Or play. Yeah. I'm with you there. Got Matt home, saw the press. Man, I was so upset I didn't get to go to that press conference, but I was heading out to pick up Teresa at the time of the presser. I blamed her for me missing it. If we don't get DJ, I trust KP and Nolan to get a plan B. Unpopular opinion. Jocelyn, you're correct, and you are correct. I trust them implicitly to take care of us. Imani, I still have not been. I've been checking in with my Imani contact, which is a friend of his dad's, and they're still adamant that he's ours. So they still have Coach Cal. We'll be just fine. True. The Chattanooga guard. Yes. Malachi, is that his name?
Malachi.
Yes.
Malachi Smith. I got the credential hook up too. Okay, Jason. I will see you there then. Well, Bronny will be there. No, the coaches cannot come to the EYBL. This is the dead period. Yes, Bronny plays DJ at 9. Is that 9 p.m., Brian? Should have told her to get an Uber. Stop it, Connor. Stop it. So, but yeah, there is a morning game where I believe Steve was telling me this earlier. We are riding up there together. Where on one court, Bronny's playing Caleb Glenn, maybe. No, Bronny's playing. I think Caleb and DJ are playing their teams are playing each other. Y'all please correct me if I'm wrong. I think Caleb and DJ are playing Saturday morning, and then on the court right next to it, Bronny and them are playing a team. So yeah, okay, all right. Just making sure. Look, I have had a long couple days. So let's see. Wait a minute. Yes, she did. Also, shout out to my girl Sydney Smith, man. She's been keeping me accountable with my weight loss. I lost another 3 pounds this week. The one bright spot going on in my life right now. So shout out to her. She's been helping me out a whole lot. But anyway, the hire with Milt. Let's go to the guys really quick. What are your reactions to this hire?
First off,
go first.
All right. First off, it was about damn time. But like they said, they continuously said, and I think just about everyone else said it. I think Nolan said it. I know Danny Manning said it. It was all about timing. So whatever the timing is, everybody was harping on timing in every interview. So we knew it was coming, and we wanted it to happen a little bit sooner. Higgy, pull the camera up.
Yes, Higgy. We do not want to see Peter Griffin before the meltdown. We want to see.
So, like I said, about damn time. So now it's just time for us to go ahead. Well, not us, but time for them to go ahead and put in the work as soon as the dead period is over with, and start to get this to steal Vance Bedford's saying, "Time to get this train rolling now."
Time to get the train rolling. Yeah, it is time to get the train rolling. And before I jump to you, Higgy, for your opinion, yes, Brian, you will see me Saturday morning. I don't know how long I'm going to stay. I'm going to shoot up and say what's up to Pops. Jeff says you're the man. Well, we are the look. I couldn't do this without my Cardinal Sports Zone crew, except Higgy. I could do it without him, but the rest of them I could not. Just messing with you. Do it without. I don't know if LeBron will be coming. That he wasn't in Orlando when I went to that one. Imani is waiting to commit because he's working out with his folks. Yeah, absolutely. That's we're gonna have one of his folks on the show here in a couple weeks. I was about to announce that. Great segue. Chris Breckley, former Louisville guard, will be on the show with us here in a few weeks, hopefully before Imani commits. And we're going to talk to him a little bit. He is the trainer to the Stars, both NBA and NCAA. That's what's up, Jay. Yeah, Jason. Let's see. It will be packed no matter the price. Yeah, Joe's laughing. I'm not sure what he's laughing at. Sherfield to Oklahoma. He was the one kid. But Imani is why Penny wants to play. Hey, maybe so. I'm not really sure. But Higgy, what about your thoughts on Milt? I have been waiting all day to hear these.
Like, I've been excited since you mentioned it to us in the past about the possibility of Milt coming back on. I'll say this. I think, like Sam said, it's about dang time that it's happening. But at the same time, I'm excited just to hear the names of the recruits that we're going after anymore versus anything else. Like, you used to hear names back in the days of, oh, hey, we're going to go get this guy. We're going to get that guy. Now we can put the name. We can be out there with the big wigs again of, let's go get them. So I'm excited more than anything.
What I really liked hearing from Kenny this week, thank you for your opinion there, Higgy, and you actually did that without stuttering once. So I'm going to give you a, wait a minute, do I have an applause on here? Hold on, just hold on. Hold on, Higgy. I think I do.
Higgy, you eating pizza?
I can eat my pizza in peace. How about that?
Okay, here we go. There you go. That was Higgy being able to talk without chewing on his tongue for once, and we appreciate that, Higgles. So, but what I really liked hearing Kenny say this week, man, he said, I'm not just handing out Louisville offers to everybody. I want the Louisville offer to mean something. You're not going to hear a whole bunch, like, unless you've got somebody connected, you're not going to hear a whole bunch about, hey, are you eating on the show?
Did you
Like,
hear me say that?
I didn't know. I was too busy trying to find the applause, but I remember you saying it now. Come on, man. I'm actually trying to lose weight. Anyway, so look, I know people are like, why is the one fat dude talking crap to the other fat dude? Look, I'm the host of the show. I can say whatever I want to. I've lost 33 pounds in the last 35 days, so I'll do what I want. Higgy, have you how's your weight loss journey going, buddy?
No comment at this time.
No. How much have you lost?
It doesn't matter.
Sorry, that button got stuck there. All right. Okay, cool. Let's get back. Russ Bus is on 4 flats, says Maestro. Connor says, stop from the peanut guy. Welcome home, Milt Johnson. I'm glad he said that. Glad he's not going up to the highest bid. Yeah. So I've loved it. I mean, Kenny, Coach KP has absolutely owned every room he's come into since day one here at Louisville. I love listening to him. He sounds so some people can be down to earth and it doesn't convey over the microphone. If I didn't know him and I walked in the room and heard him talk, much like Ron Cooper, let's give that as an example. I heard Ron Cooper's press conference on the TV, and it immediately made me want to play for Ron Cooper. Even though I was going to go there anyway, and I was in a little bit of a quicksand because Coach Snellberger is the one that had me on campus. I didn't know if Coach Cooper would, but as soon as I heard that, I raced up there. I had my dad take me up there the next morning, and we talked to Ron Cooper. So, just so charismatic on the microphone. Let's see. Hunter, we are out on. I haven't heard that. I've actually heard he's trying to find a way to get up here unofficially to visit. At Meat Lovers is hitting. I don't know what's going on with Higgy. He's not okay. There he is. Love how Kenny's. Well, let me take that a step further. I don't think he stopped the leaks. I think he stopped the big blue baby leaks.
Yeah,
we haven't seen them break nothing in a minute. We stopped pursuing Hunter. Again, I haven't heard that. Again, just on Sunday, I was told he was trying to find a way to get up here on his own dime. Spot just opened up for Hunter at Kansas. Okay. Well, that may be the case. But this, again, not something I have heard yet, but I have been preoccupied this last 4 or 5 days. So that may be something that's true. I have not heard anything about Jurich. But I'll tell you this. I fully expect Josh Hurd to be named the new athletic director when it's all said and done. I'm just not sure. He has done a he has done a good job of managing all these situations, whether you like him or not. He has done a good job at taking care of everything since he got here. So it is what it is. Braun just announced like 5 minutes ago. Okay, UK Charlie, the press conference was on Met today. Yes, we are. I agree with Josh being hired. Yeah, I think that's the move. I think there were other ideas out there, but at the end of the day, Josh has waded through these waters. He's done some other stuff we'll talk about in rapid fire that to make the fan base happy. So I'm on board. I'm on board with him. Let's see, John says we are not on Hunter. Midwest recruiting, which is all Big 12, says too close to call. Milt looks so happy. Jason Jordan said it on middays with Marcus this morning. Okay, you Texas, Georgia. Okay, just catching up on. Again, I've been a little bit preoccupied, but when I talked to my connect on, I said Sunday, but it was Friday actually, because on Sunday I was with my aunt up at the hospital. But they said that we were still in on Hunter and that he was going to, barring any changes, he was going to try to come visit us on his own dime. Obviously, a kid stayed in the draft that would change that exponentially. So, speaking of Maven, can we talk about Jamari Phillips? I mean, let's talk about him. Really quick, because I've had a couple people DM me instead of messaging through here. You said Jamari, it's Julian. Yeah, it's okay, close enough. Prices for the EYBL tickets, Higgy. You said you had all that stuff pulled up. What are can you repeat it? I know you've already said it once.
Yep. So weekend pass is $60. Saturday pass is $25. Sunday only is $25, and Monday only is $20.
Kevin said, "Is that John Candy eating the big 96er?"
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that one, brother.
Unbelievable.
Why?
Unbelievable.
Yes, way to go, Sean. You're right. Hey, on the Tyrese Hunter thing, if it's any consolation, Al Ellis said that he was one of the players that he would like to play with. So maybe if you could get players recruiting other players, because we know that's legal all day, every day. Maybe Sydney and Al and Mike James and the guys could go ahead and convince Tyrese to actually take his visit.
And listen, Sidney Curry's been recruiting almost on the basketball side as well as Pierce Clarkson has
on the football side.
On the football side. So L will be on middays tomorrow. I did see that. I was going to mention that here in rapid fire, but is there any other players coming from the draft we might go at? Sorry. I'm still laughing at the big 96er. I've said this the last few weeks. I fully expect us to take a couple of guys from other schools that announced they're coming back. And then they've already jumped in the transfer portal, announced they were going to go test the waters. They're going to come back and then commit to us. I think we get two guys of that caliber, honestly. I don't have any insight on who those guys are. I've heard a lot of people throw your boy from Schmexington in there, Keon Brooks. Is that his name? Hey, Krusty. Why? Like, what makes you think it's professional to eat during a show? Not only that, I'm on a diet. Like, you're teasing me. I mean, I do understand that we're both doing the show with no necks, and that might tease you, but like, it is what it is. Noah made an impression on Tyra. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let me get the Midwest info from yesterday and list the coaching staff. All right, Sydney should just tell Hunter, look, you come to the Ville or else. Absolutely. Look, I'm not against that. All right, Higgy, since you just continue to eat on the camera in front of us and look like the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man from Family Guy, tell us. We know you've already had it. How's the new hamburger from Arby's?
I haven't had the hamburger from what?
You're lying. Did you just say Whataburger?
I thought you were going to say Whataburger.
No. Arby's released a new hamburger yesterday, and I just figured you would have been the first one to jump out there. Is that the?
They have a hamburger? What the hell?
Yeah, they just put it out. Well, those of y'all that don't look, we'll teach you about everything on this show. So 2 or 3 years ago, Arby's purchased Buffalo Wild. Daggone it, Higgy. Can you not go like 5 minutes without something in your mouth? Never mind that. All right, take him off while he's eating. I'll bring you back on, Higgy, when you put the food down. Kevin said, "Is that the Western Kentucky Hilltopper doing a Papa John's ad?" I'm just glad Sad isn't recruiting like he's at App State anymore. Only took him 4 years. Yeah, absolutely. He is doing a bang job. Higgy, are you about done? I know you can hear me in the green room. Like, who eats? There are better guards leaving the draft. Yes. I don't get that. All right. Again, the EYBL, Higgy, before he started stuffing his mouth with meat, gave you all information on the ticket prices and stuff like that. We will try to get you a schedule up sometime. I'm not really sure. I haven't been able to find one. If y'all can find one, DM it to me. Leave Higgy alone. Yes, ma'am. See, Higgy got me in trouble with Miss Jocelyn, and I don't appreciate that. She is like the.
I have a schedule I'll post as well for the EYBL.
She's the podcast mom. Like, she's the mom of all the podcasts. So you got me in trouble with mom. I'm angry with you. Let's see. Who's this from? Yeah. Gave you a shout out on the show just now. Sorry. Just I can sit here all day and my phone be as dry as Sean's shorts. And when the podcast starts, I get 47 phone calls, 47 texts, and it's crazy. But it's our show, so we can do what we want to. About how you've motivated. I'm just telling her.
I just tweeted out a link to the schedule for the EYBL if you were looking for it.
Okay, Slap Nuts, did you tag Cardinal Sports Zone in the tweet?
Nope, but I can.
I can't stand him. Oh, Mike, you sent it to Steve this morning. Okay, he told me Steve had the schedule this morning. Yes, Mama. I'll send you a schedule when this is over. Okay, where's it going to be? It's going to be at the Kentucky Fair Exposition Center. Yeah, Mike's the plug. Here's the thing, Mike ain't really a plug either. Mike don't know nobody but me. So I'm just messing with you, Mike. I've known Mike for a very, very long time. I may have dated a family member of his way before I met the wife. So it is what it is. And at that point, I was the plug. Never mind. That was inappropriate. Before we get to the second part of the show, let's talk about some of our fine sponsors. Shack in the Back Barbecue, 502-3633-BBQ. We will be doing a live show from the new Shack in the Back Barbecue in Fairdale. They've moved buildings. It's fantastic looking. Very, very proud of Miss Barbara and everything that they've done to upgrade that big time. Food's awesome. Higgy, we know you like to talk about food. They've got really good food at Shack in the Back, correct?
Oh, yes. They do have some great food. And
okay, I did not need to hear the horse sound before you talked about You know what? I think we're going to have to. Hey, if there's anybody out there that would like to take Higgy's spot on the podcast, please DM me and let me know.
But food is required.
Look, Higgy made me hungry. I'm going to get some pizza. You made Mom go get some pizza, man. Also, our friends Chris and Sarah out at Fitness Market, they sponsored the studios / my dining area in my home. 502-882-2694. They're doing a big liquidation sale still, trying to get some of the old models out, some of the new models in. I love all my Fitness Market stuff I have here. I've got a seated stair stepper, a treadmill, a stationary bike. I've got some weights. I think I'm leaving something out. I always do. But all of it it's very I'm a big guy. It's very sturdy, and I enjoy the customer service and the products equally there. So give them a call, Fitness Market. Let them know we sent you. Our guy Rob out of Derby City Lawn and Landscaping, 502-773-5757. It's lawn mowing season. It's landscaping season. He is out there killing it. If you follow him on Facebook, he just does phenomenal work. And I know there's other people that do great work out there that I'm friends with. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to Ben. But Rob does great work, and he's been taking care of my yard for about 3 or 4 years now, and he does great work. So give him a call, 502-773-5757. 5757. Shout out to our guy Chris out at Four Pegs. Give him a call, 502-634-1447 there at, what's the address, Higgy? I know you know it by heart.
1447 Goss Avenue.
I always want to say, I knew that. It's in his stupid phone number, 1447 Goss Avenue. Just another phenomenal place to eat. Great camaraderie. We've done a couple shows there. It's been amazing. The clientele's been great. We've met a lot of you all out there. We're going to do one very, very soon out at Shack in the Back. And maybe we'll just start up what we used to do, Sam, the Card Fam lunches, when we used to pick a place and just have people come out. And we just, broke bread, had a good time. We'll have to do that, man. Sean's turning 40 in like less than a month. We've got some work to do. Maybe we
got a whole lot of work to do.
Man, where are you and Joey at on this one? I thought y'all were tag teaming and getting this set up.
Whoa. You thought him and Joey were tag teaming Sean? That's a different show, buddy. Let's see. No DM needed. I'm here. Can I come to the Shack in the Back show? Absolutely. There was a guy on Middays who said Hunter was out. Yeah, that was. Yeah, do you think Hunter is coming into Texas Tech? I hear he's leaning that way. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I think if he doesn't come here, he's probably going to Kansas. Because that's where he was rumored to be going at the very beginning, and then it was, there's not enough guard spots. Well, one just opened up. So that would be my logical, educated, uneducated guess there. Last but not least, All-American Pool and Supply Company, owned by the Pence dynasty. Normally Dalton Pence from Locked On Louisville and CardinalSportsZone.com is on the show with us, but apparently his Fisher Price Micro Machines internet wasn't working, so he didn't check in with us tonight. But great family. That place has been in business since I was a small child. That's the only place we ever went for our pool stuff. I'm glad to see that it's still thriving in this economy and in these times. Not a lot of places last the tell of time. I mean, so many places, service merchandise, Racks, Flaky Jake's, just places. I know two of those were restaurants, but still just Woolworths, Airway, like just so many things that were in business when all the movie theaters like that aren't here now. They are one that has withstood the tell of time. So shout out to them. If y'all need a pool, they will build it for you. If you need stuff for your current pool, they will take care of that too. So, all right, Dominique. All right, just joined the chat. I don't know if this was mentioned already, but did you all see the report that Penny wants to play U of L next season? Yes, I did see the report. And honestly, I don't remember. We talked about this a couple months ago. Somebody had told us that was already being scheduled. And then I didn't hear anything else about it for a while. So, Brian, what's up, buddy? So yeah, I absolutely think that rivalry needs to come back. It brings back the old school feel. When I was growing up, it was Louisville versus Florida State, Louisville versus Memphis State, Louisville versus Virginia Tech. Those were all the good Metro Conference battles. I want to say we even played South Carolina for a couple years too in the Metro. I mean, I know they were in the Metro with us, but I don't remember us playing them that much. But Tulane, I remember when Tulane came into the league, and it was like, oh man, this is a new rivalry, and they had a bunch of great talent there. So Kansas just signed Texas Tech guard Kevin McCullough. Okay, well, you know what? Tune into Kansas Sports Zone if y'all want to know about them. I don't really know. I deal with all things Louisville here. We need Memphis back on the schedule, and we need Cincinnati back on the schedule in basketball and football. Yeah, okay. I thought we played. That's the team we were playing when that big brawl happened, I believe. Did Cincinnati come to the before Patino? Ooh. I could make so many jokes about that. I won't. But yeah, I think we see Cincinnati here before we see Iona here. Absolutely.
I don't even like UCLA in on the schedule, but yes, UCLA.
Look, in '88, I was such a small boy. I don't even remember that brawl. But what I do remember, I do remember that when I started researching for one of the guys, I think the guy that took Danny Manning took his spot, the Felton guy. I started doing the research. It was like, oh, this dude, Louisville, South Carolina. So the FSU brawl was almost good as South Carolina. Yeah. Herb Crook and Purvis brawl game. Yeah. Look, Kevin's much, much older than any of us here. So I'll take his word for it. But all right, let's transition into baseball for a little bit. A couple weeks ago, it looked like we were tripping, stumbling. You know, we lost a series or two that we shouldn't have. And man, the last 10 days, we've absolutely picked that up, turned it around. We went from being 14th, 15th in the projected NCAA tournament field to being today we're the number 5 overall seed. Great turnaround. Obviously, this team is a team that is built on offense. Its strength is offense, and just like they can come back from almost any deficit. They even had a series, I think it was Virginia Tech last weekend, where they were down big all 3 games and came back and almost won the last 2, but ended up stranded. I think that Louisville's going to make a big run, and because of the way today's first game of the pool played out, all Louisville has to do is win one game. They have to win tomorrow morning versus Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pitt.
Tomorrow versus Pitt. Why didn't I put the time in here to win
I think
the
it's
pool?
11 o'clock.
Okay. If they win the pool, they make it to the Final Four of the ACC tournament instantly. So that the second game won't even matter. We'll probably put a bunch of the other players in that. But this team is peaking at the right time. We just got to get over this hump and do some damage in the NCAA College World Series. So, rapid fire. Michael Bush was announced this week. He's going to be in the Kentucky High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame. Shout out to him. We got a big transfer commit this week. Arizona State defensive lineman Jermaine Lowell, Lole, committed to the Cards. He was the number 1 ranked transfer player. I don't know if he was the number 1 ranked overall when this started. He was definitely the number 1 ranked player at the time he committed that was left. Our guy, which there's been a lot of argument about this all day on Twitter, but Louisville man Justin Thomas won the PGA championship this weekend. Asia Dirt scored her first points last Tuesday after a 2-year absence. I have to start reading over Higgy's rapid fire notes he sends me because they're not. It's almost like Yoda wrote these. Asia Dirt buckets last Thursday. She scored after her absence. No, okay. Louisville football did announce this week they were going to be making some fan improvements for the upcoming season, including quicker checkouts, grab-and-go stations, more places to get in, and for the love of God, Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi in the stadium. We will never have to, and that Wi-Fi is not only going to be used for you all, for us to be able to get connection inside the stadium, but they plan to be a lot more fan interactive this season, such as pressing buttons for polls and, like Masked Singer, American Idol type stuff where you press a button to vote for somebody. So let's see. KP dropped 24 in the brawl game. Yep. Lee graduated from U of L in 89. Felton was the head coach. Absolutely. Coach Mack needs to be in the discussion for National Coach of the Year. Yeah, I don't disagree. Win tomorrow, we get a super if we win regional. Okay. Lole. Okay. The pronunciation is Lole. All right. So to jump right back to baseball for just a half a second, we already the top 16 get they host a regional. The top 8 are guaranteed, if they win, a super regional. So win tomorrow, we get a super regional. We're 5th right now. It's hard for me to believe now with Pittsburgh being an unranked team that could knock us from 5th all the way to 9th or lower, but I don't think that's very likely. I think we have the supers locked up right now. I mean, I could be wrong, obviously, but yeah, I think we've got that locked up right now. For us to jump as high as 5th, though, man, that's What is that, Sean?
Uneffing believable.
That's unfreaking believable there. So, all right, let's get back to what we were talking about. Wi-Fi absolutely is something we've been missing for the longest time there. Higgy says that Lamar Jackson has opened up a new restaurant in his hometown. That happened a long time ago, but what happened this week is he filed for trademarks for, was it Have You Ate Yet or something like that? And then another one for restaurants that he plans to open. Do what? Sam, is that you?
My bad.
Sorry. So these trademarks that he applied for this past week are for new restaurants in Baltimore, because he's already got the one back in his hometown that's been open for a little while. Last but not least, Maurice Turner got into a foot race with one of Sam's guys, Tyreek Hill. Matched him step for step. Tyreek Hill was so impressed, he took one of his cleats off, signed it, and gave it to young Maurice. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know a lot about Maurice Turner coming into this season. If he's as fast as Tyreek Hill, I hope we hear a whole bunch about him this season. So actually, I hope Southern Miss gets an 8 and Louisville gets the 9, so I can see them in Hattiesburg. We are not getting an 8, or we're not getting a 9. Connor, sign off and go to bed. Sign off and go to bed. Oh, I said last but not least then, but a big announcement for myself. I have been, as you all know, some of you all know, I also do a wrestling podcast for the Ohio Valley Wrestling. We're the official podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling, and I have been invited to cover AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So I will be, they're having a press conference on Thursday I'll be a part of. Send me your questions. I'll try to get them in to owner Tony Khan during that press conference. I think I'm going to be invited to all of them going forward. So make sure, if you're a wrestling fan, to check out that podcast. It's at Ringside Podcast, not to be confused with the wrestling site that's been in hot water today, at Ringside News, even though they stole our logo. That's true story. Salute me home. Do you have the KP Milt presser video up yet? Phil, it's funny you say that. It is up at the YouTube channel. I do not have it put into the story from earlier. So as soon as we get off the phone, as soon as we get off this party line, why do I feel like doing it? After we get off this party line, the situation's blowing my mind. Oh, sorry. But no, this is not Mr. Telephone Man. But as soon as we get off of this, as soon as the show ends, I will put that in the post. But you can find it. No, Higgy is not the fabulous Moolah. You can find that presser up at the Cardinal Sports Zone YouTube channel, which is at Cardinal Sports Zone, one word. Also, don't forget to check into our guy Dalton Pence in his Locked On Louisville podcast. I believe that is at LO_Louisville. I know tomorrow night he's gonna have a very special guest that's 6'7" and 335 pounds of just jacked. What kind of jacked? You can't see it in this. Anyway, I'll be on the show tomorrow night. It's Wyman Wednesdays. I try to get on Marcus's show for Wyman Wednesdays, but he kind of played me to the left a little bit. Got to give him that side eye real quick, but it is what it is. Wyman Wednesday, Locked On Louisville. Check it out. It's awesome. And I have to remind you all throughout the rest of the season, Sydney Curry, Ben Souders, Chris Redmond, Nolan Smith, we'll have them on. I've got to do it at I have to do it at their discretion. So there may be some times where we record those, like I did with Jerry Smith. I record the interview at a time that was good for him, but not for any of my crew. And we just played it during the show. So it's probably what's going to have to happen through some of these other ones, but we'll have them on wrestling. Shut up, Kevin, in a loving way. All right. I will close the show out. You all get your final questions in for me. I appreciate you all tuning in once again. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, go back, check them all out. Go to Cardinal Sports Zone, CardinalSportsZone.com. Hit the podcast tab, hit the drop-down menu, go to CSZ Podcast, and you'll be able to check them all out right there. Shout out again to all of our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Shack in the Back Barbecue, Four Pegs, Derby City Lawn and Landscaping, All-American Pool and Supply Company, and we are still working on more that we will debut at the beginning of the football season. If you want to sponsor the show, give us a call at 502-694-0375 or hit us up on social media. The website, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the website's Twitter is at CardSportZone, as it is on Instagram as well. Individually, I'm at Jeremy_CSZ.
Baseboy124.
I am the Higgy.
And then Sean is at Elville Sean. Joey is Joe
Wallman
526. Not Joey, it's Joe Wallman 526. Wes is Westby_42. Dalton is at dpence_. And who did I forget? I left somebody out.
Nope.
I didn't. I know I didn't. I'm that good. You can find us though. We put all of our. I don't have to do this part anymore. You can find our social medias all there at the side, right next to how you can support us. If you want to send us some money to keep the show going. If you don't, then it's going to be a couple weeks before we come back on. No, I'm just kidding. I'll never do y'all like that. But yeah, you can find us on all the social medias right there: Twitter and Instagram at Card Sports Zone, Facebook Cardinal Sports Zone 3 words, YouTube and Twitch Cardinal Sports Zone 1 word. You can find the podcast on all the podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart, and many, many, many more. Hit the subscribe or follow button now to support us. Check out all of our exclusives at cardinalsportzone.com, the place that I'll begin this week. Dalton has a excuse me. Dalton has an exclusive coming up with Louisville take two. Got me over here feeling like Higgy. Dalton has an exclusive coming on the website from Louisville softball phenom Carmen Greenwood. And when I say phenom, she was just a surprise player this season that a lot of people knew she was good, but didn't know she was going to be balling like that. We'll have that on the website here this week at some point. Shout out to everyone out there that's sharing the podcast. We appreciate y'all and love y'all. If y'all have any ideas or suggestions for guests, shoot me a DM or any of us a DM, and we'll get you taken care of. Man, I just cannot thank you all enough for supporting this platform that we have and sharing it and loving us. We love y'all back. Higgy loves y'all like he loves the pizza crust. So we thank y'all. We humbly thank you, especially with everything, that we all have going on in our personal lives. Higgy dealing with the big move, Sam, whatever he's going through. And I got some personal stuff going on too. I'm not trying to put Sam's business out there, so I'll just leave it. Sam's going through some stuff. Look at the smile. Yeah. But this gives us the time to forget about all that stuff and just have a blast. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go away from the shtick for a second. No, Higgy's not the fabulous Moolah. I was thinking that too, Kevin. We call it wrestling in Mississippi. Great show. Thanks. Thank you, Lee. Yes, You're the Cardinal 2.0. Only I don't want the aftertaste that we got from You're the Cardinal number 1. I think so, Rick. I thought, like, how sick would that make everybody if we hired Milt and DJ was like, I'm gonna go down the street a little bit anyway. Thanks, Brian. We appreciate you too, man. We gotta give our guy Kevin a shout out. He is the official merchandiser for Cardinal Sports Zone. Go to his side, go to his page on Twitter. He is at L1C4 The Arts. It kind of looks like L1C4T Hearts. Anyway, he's our official merchandiser. He's got plenty of great stuff. That stuff is flying off the shelves. Also, our guy Trevor Edwards, he is the social media manager for Cardinal Sports Zone now. Been doing a fantastic job. It's crazy how he can have his regular job and still take care of that, unlike many, many other people that have taken the reins. I guess we'll just turn the pages on that chapter as far as that's concerned. Hi, Paige. She can never have time to do the Instagram stuff, but always had time to put out a dumb bleeping opinion on Twitter. Okay. Anyway, love you, Paige. See, if you want to support the podcast or want to treat it like, if you want to treat it like, I've got a lot of people saying, man, we wish you had a message board. And I don't, because I don't like them. This can be y'all get an audio message board. So if you all want to subscribe, if y'all want to treat this like a paid message board, subscription, it's easy to do. You can go to my Twitter handle. First way you do it, you can go to my Twitter handle, Jeremy_CSZ, or the Cardinal Sports Zone one. Hit the tip jar icon in the bio. Secondly, you can hit up any of these 3 Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, you can do it that way too. Like, we're not begging for money, but we'd like to be able to bring y'all more shows and more guests. And unfortunately, these days, a lot of these guests are asking for a little bit of Skrilla to come on. So I'd like to be able to pass those savings along to them. So, but yeah, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to Marcus and Steve too. You know, those are my guys. Been my guys for Marcus for over 20 years. Steve about 2006, man, about 17 years for Steve. So they've been my guys for a long, long time, and I appreciate them. So shout out, listen to their shows. Marcus does a show. They both have their show from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. And then Marcus goes on at about 11:19 and a half every night and does his Midnights with Marcus Maben. And it's awesome. Kevin Watson wants to know, can Sam face towards the camera for a little while? I don't know. That's Sam. Why are you giving us the side profile? This isn't like the Lean on Me video.
Because you know how you always say when I first come on, I'm all up in the camera. So I face it to the side. So I'm not all in the camera.
It's perfect now, though. But nobody wants to see your earlobes, bro. Nobody. I mean, Higgy might, though. Higgy, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm watching this video somebody put out about DJ versus, well,
okay, Sam.
Versus Kentucky.
Any final thoughts from you, Sam? We still got something to get to before the show's over with. So, but you go first, Sam.
2 more days of dropping kids off at school and home. I can't wait. These kids are horrible. But outside of that, just kidding. No, everyone just stay safe out there, because you know the situation that's been happening lately. It, like you said earlier, senseless. Life is so precious. Here today, gone the next. Here 1 minute, gone the next. So just take the time to let everyone know you love them, and live life to your fullest, because you never know when your time is up. Because the day we were born, our expiration clock start ticking.
All right, Sam. Thanks for depressing the piss out of everybody on the show. What about you, Higgy?
Prayers go out to Texas. I mean, it's very senseless of everything going on. But at the same time, hug your loved ones. You never know when your last day is going to be. So
you just said the same exact thing that Sam said. Okay, I'll take it. At least it didn't sound anything like this.
Wait, we was talking about.
Oh, wrong one. Yeah, the song.
Okay, just
dang it,
sure.
it's freaking fire. All right, we'll just listen to what we haven't heard of Wes in a while, so I'll just turn that off for a second. At least it didn't sound like Mushmouth talking is what I was trying to go to there, and I hit the wrong button, so that one's kind of on me. But at least.
Well, I'm getting suspended. So.
Yeah, he was gonna. Is this it?
I was just standing and putting Shittikus hand it to her.
I swear.
Shittikus.
But I don't know. Is that y'all's favorite over this one?
So
why didn't you come today with some of those sandwiches?
You know what? That
came from church, so I had God's word in my mouth before I came.
I still say the first one.
Hey, that needs to be a poll question, because
what is y'all's favorite? Because I don't know though, because even when we asked him to spell soul and he said Szechuan, which he fully believed with all of his.
I've never ever gotten over like where you get the N from.
I don't know about myself anymore.
All right. So I'll give my last words in a second. So I think it was Connor maybe addressed the Brett Dawson situation. Higgy, I want you to tell us what the tweets were. You said you had them pulled up. What were the tweets? And let's see if we can get it clarified for Card Nation.
Sorry, I muted myself there as I was speaking.
We appreciated it.
So he originally tweeted, said, so does Milt Wagner's hire prevent U of L from recruiting DJ Wagner? Louisville doesn't technically know at the time. An NCAA rule prohibits the hiring of family members as a non-coach. But there are factors, including how long Milt and Kenny Payne have known each other.
So that's absolutely, and I'm sorry, I know that's your cousin, but that's absolute hogwash. That is not true. There is a rule stating that the Louisville basketball cannot hire Milt Wagner unless it's on a bench as a bench coach. There are no rules that say that the University of Louisville cannot hire him. And that's something that I've had clarified today by more than one. There's no, like, trust me, if that was the case, Milt, that information wouldn't have came out today. So glad we could clear that up. World's largest parrot. Okay. I guess my last words are very, very simple. We found out yesterday that not only Dad's cancer had started acting up again, but it had started to spread throughout his body. We don't know yet whether or not it can be treated. We knew there was a risk this time because the cancer was found 9 months ago near his lymph nodes, which if any of you all know what the lymph nodes do, they're like the circuitry of your body. Like it's literally can pass through all parts of the body. Right now, he's got a spot in his lungs, a spot on his liver, and he still has the one in his neck. We are waiting to hear back from his oncologist to see what the plan of duty is, but the plan of attack, plan of care, it's Call of Duty, whatever. Plan of care is we don't know if it's treatable or they're just going to let him go. But all I ask you all, if you all are the type of person that says prayers, or if you're not, if you could just throw up a well wish. Dad's been an important person in my life, my entire life. I was blessed to have a dad that wanted to do stuff with me. I see a lot of parents, even my friends, they don't want to do a lot of stuff with their kids. I was blessed to have a dad that wanted to do stuff with us all the time. And I know people always say, well, I'm not ready to lose parent A or grandparent A, but like this dude has literally fought harder than anybody that I've seen in my entire life to come back from this. And for this to be the reason, I still don't know why they've not been treating it while he's been in the hospital the last 6 months. They should have been. They haven't been. And we'll get to the bottom of that. But he'll listen to this show later on tonight. The nurse will put it on for him. And I just want him to know that until we hear something from the oncologist, we will continue to fight. We will continue to pray. And you just have to put your faith that the Lord will take this the way it's supposed to go. And I'm trying not to get emotional, not trying to get mushy, but I love you, Dad. I know that you can beat this. We're gonna give it a shot. I cannot wait to hear from his oncologist tomorrow to see what we're gonna do. This has been weighing on my heart and mind for a long time now. He's been in this hospital for 9 months now, and now his body's starting to fail him. He didn't fail us. His body is failing him. So hopefully we can, thank you, Rick, and thank you, Chris. Hopefully we can get this going back. We can run it back, get it in the right direction. And if that happens, I will give Kenny Payne credit for turning this all around, including Dad's prognosis. But I didn't want this to be too sappy. I just wanted to say what I had to say because I know that he will be listening to the show. We love you. Everybody in Card Nation supports you, Dad. You get so many messages every day of love and support and shout outs. They asked me to update. Like, I don't really like doing that, updating, and I stopped for a while. But I have so many people asking me to update them that I've started updating people again because they care about you. They care about us. They care about the site. They care about me. And I that helps me out more than you all know, too. So I didn't even start that, but I guess it's the end of the show, guys. Oh, that's why. I hit the wrong button. I need a new producer. Anybody want to produce the show? Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Kevin. All right. Well, again, thanks again for all the support. Sorry to bum y'all out at the end. We do love you all. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. That is a bye from Jeremy, a bye from Sam, and a bye from Peter Griffin.
Giggity.
That's Quagmire, dummy.
Unbelievable.
So bird is the word.
No, in your case, turd is the word because you're a big O turd. Just kidding. Go Damian Lee, absolutely. All right, y'all. Ending the stream. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you.